Hi there, everyone. Namaste. I'm Jill Loftus of Nuit Astrology. Welcome to your planetary energy forecast for the week of September 19th, 2022. So this is a really interesting new moon week. We do wrap this week with a really interesting and exciting new moon. So stay tuned for information on that. But just keep in mind, we're starting the week off. I'm going to touch base on this yet again. We're still steeped in this square, this difficult configuration, this angular energy between Saturn and Aquarius, which is trying to take us into the future wisely, and the Uranus and Taurus, which is helping us reconsider and revolutionize our relationship with Tauran things like food and money and what is important to us, all right, what we value. So that energy seasons the week as well. It's going to be stronger next month. So begin to see the symbols related to that so that you can make adaptations and changes as needed. This also, this beginning of this week, we're kind of finishing up that opposition that we have between Mercury, which is going backwards, beep, 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 retrograde in Libra. And it's right across the sky from Jupiter in Aries, right? So this tug of war between Jupiter and Mercury. So a lot of energy directed towards the mind, wanting to talk, wanting to think, especially because we've got the Mars and Gemini, right, in Mercury's sign. And so with the placement also being in Libra and Aries, there just might be a lot of conversations with partners or business partners or any kind of relationship where you're talking about being independent within the relationship, how to structure the relationship, how to balance the relationship, right? So just keep that in mind for the whole week, all right? Now on the 19th, I am liking this day. This is a beautiful sextile of the Cancer moon over to Venus and Virgo and to Uranus and Taurus. So this is a great meditation day, a day for some introspection, some writing, just really tapping into your inner voice. I really like that. On Tuesday the 20th, we've got Venus and Virgo trining over to Uranus and Taurus, which is a nice aid to that square that Uranus is going through. So I'm liking that. And then the moon in Cancer is going to trine the Neptune in Pisces. Now, it will be across the sky from Pluto, but it's also then going to trine or sextile over to the Sun and Mercury. Another really sensitive day, a good feeling day, a good emotional day, just kind of really process things and tap into the deeper guidance that you receive, right? That internal guidance. 21st, a lovely day, moon in Leo, trining the Jupiter in Aries. So the only way you can kind of low vibe this energy is to go over the top, like just go too big, too hard, too strong, too fast, take too much of a risk or a gamble on something, but you definitely might feel some go for it energy. Just make sure, remember, we're in the context of Mercury retrograde season. Jupiter is also retrograde. So, you might get a second chance though, and I'm really liking that energy. All right, on the 22nd, happy fall equinox. This is the autumnal equinox when the sun goes to 0 degrees of Libra. And so happy solar return to all my Libra suns. It is your season. And on that day, we have the moon in Leo. It's going to be across the sky from Saturn, right? So a little moon Saturn opposition, but it's going to send a really nice energy over to the Mars and Gemini. It's also going to square the Uranus and Taurus, though. So it's going to activate that square. Again, not too big, right? Leo can be a really big fiery energy. And so maybe back it down just a little bit on that day. On the 24th, we've got Venus in Virgo right across the sky from Neptune and Pisces. And so there might be a little bit of confusion, a little bit of feeling like you have to choose one or the other as far as energy. So be inspired. That's fabulous. Be intuitive, but also be logical. Find a nice balance between the two when you're looking at what it is that you want or love or have big feelings about. This is also a day to take note because there's going to be kind of a long-standing trine between Mercury, which is in Virgo. Now it's backed up into Virgo, and it's going to trine over to the Pluto in Capricorn. It's going to be September 24th to October 9th. And so I'm liking this. This is, I think, a really great time to think about how you can begin to restructure anything from the Virgo area of life. This is kind of your last chance as it kind of traverses back and then we'll move forward out of that sign as it, stations direct on the 2nd of October and then moves back into the sign of Libra, okay? All right, and then we've got on September 25th, we have a new moon in Libra. It is at 1 degree 59 minutes. That is only 1 minute away from 2 degrees, right? Remember, we have 60 minutes in each sign, or in each degree. So 1 degree 59 minutes of Libra at 5:55. Now this new moon opposes Neptune, right as the moon is, you know, is leaving Virgo, right? It opposes the Neptune, right? It goes from Virgo into Libra, right? Then it's going to hit the Venus as well, trine to Pluto, conjunct Mercury, conjunct the Sun, and oppose the Jupiter, right? Because there's this whole cluster because of Venus in Virgo, Sun moving out of Virgo into Libra, Mercury backing up, moving back into Virgo, right? So there's this huge cluster there. And it's going to bring up a lot of issues related to partnerships and love energy. Now, know where the early degrees of Libra are for you in your chart so you can know what kind of intentions that you might want to manifest or set for this new moon. I'm really liking it. I mean, even though with the opposition to the Neptune, and the opposition to the Jupiter, I'm still feeling this because of the lovely aspect to the Pluto. I'm just liking it, and also the placement of Venus there. I think she adds a little bit of tenderness to the situation, a little bit of love light, being the ruler of Libra. So if you do not know exactly where 1 degree 59 minutes of Libra is in your chart, then just think of the general Libra energy that you might want to set intentions around. So this is manifesting a love relationship, manifesting a higher octave of your current relationship, right? Making the changes needed so that it becomes more of what you need and want. How to become a better partner, how to become more balanced, how to maybe find someone that you could partner with in a business or some kind of venture that you're really trying to bring into this world that you need to collaborate with somebody on. This is a great moon for that. It's not a great moon for over the top, for rush decisions. I'm not liking anything like that. So slow it down, you know, be a good Libra about it, weigh out your options and set those intentions for this fabulous moon at 5:55 p.m. That is an East Coast time. All right, and then wow, we are almost done with the month of September. Really quite remarkable. October is going to be much bumpier. There are much stronger aspects. And, you know, we've been really in a stage where there's a lot of retrograde planets. And so we've been, you know, a lot of the pathways we've been traversing are like, oh, yeah, I dealt with this before. All right. Yeah, here we go again. That vibe is going to speed up and change, particularly as we get to the beginning of next year, which is coming rapidly. So I hope you rock this week. I hope you make the most of this manifestation moon. And if you found this useful, helpful, share it with a friend, like the channel, subscribe. Please do check out my website. I've got lots of content there for you. I have a free tarot course. I send out a monthly new moon newsletter, and I have memberships available, 3 different levels of support. So please do check that out. Have a wonderful week. I wish you the best. Namaste. Bye. Hello, my friends. This is going to be the Lotus Tarot spread for the week of September 19th, 2022. If you happen to have a birthday on the 19th, for whatever reason, I have multiple people in my life who have been born on September 19th. So happy solar return, and maybe this message is a little extra for you today. So as you know, this shows us 2 different ways that we can work with the energy for the week. All right. All righty. All right, so we start out the basic influence. So what has happened in the past is what gets us to the present, right? So the past, King of Cups. This is hilarious because this was part of the outcome for last week's. So King of Cups in the house. So who is this guy? Is it you? Again, it doesn't have to be a male, but it's somebody with a strong male energy, assertive energy, a large and in charge male who has, you know, who has emotional intelligence, who understands and how is intuitive, you know, is sensitive, thoughtful, kind, helper, healer. All right. And then this is you. You've got the Four of Wands. So you're really trying to stabilize your home life. I'm really feeling this. So many of the readings have been really focused on home matters. I think if you understand the astrology and the shifts and changes that are going on, that you do really need to be working on making your, taking care of yourself and your family. The responsibility is on us to care for our families and have what we need. Present environment. We are Seven of Swords, moving into, or Six of Swords, moving into calmer waters, moving towards our goals and aspirations, moving away from conflict and difficulty. All right, so this is an indicator of some movement needing to be made. Not necessarily like moving house or anything, but some forward momentum needs to happen. All right, the beginning of the culmination of the influences, Ace of Pentacles. We got some kind of brand new beginning starting here. This is a new property, a new home, a new investment, a new way of spending your time and energy. Key card, core of the future, Knight of Wands. You got to take action. All right, so Knight of Wands is great energy unless you're acting out of anger or spite or fear or any of the heavier or darker emotions. But this is like, let's get it going here. Let's get it started. So let's look at the modifiers for this. We've got the Eight of Pentacles on one side, which is taking action to prepare for your future. You're studying something new. You're learning a new skill. You're going back to college. You are wrapping up your degree. You are, researching different, wherever it is that you want to go or do. You're doing some research and work that's preparatory. So, good job. Other side, Three of Cups. So I'm feeling like this card is like more like, yeah, just kind of like hanging out. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying life. That's what I'm really focused on. Enjoyment, pleasure, fun, not so much wanting to work, right? And we have these choices, right? All right, the near future detail card. This is the key card of the spread. We got the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands says, it's up to me to take care of things. I don't look around and wait for other people to take action. I take action. I decide what I want and I go for it. And it's interesting because we started out with the Knight of Wands, right? And the next natural progression is the Page, but we've skipped the Page. We're going straight to the Queen. I guess the Page will come before the Knight. Yeah, so no, this is the next natural progression from the Knight to the Queen. All right, modifiers of this Queen energy. We've got Temperance. Now, Temperance shows up on the side of the Eight of Pentacles, which, you're studying for your future, you're preparing, you're learning. But this is be moderate, be careful, be wise, be balanced, be temperate. Temperate? Oh my goodness. All right, and the other option is Ace of Wands, starting over. So really a brand new beginning as well. And now we got the Ace of Pentacles down there as being an important piece in this puzzle, right? It's the beginning of the culmination of the influences. But we've taken this Queen of Wands energy, and this is the go for it energy, like just going for it. So I'm really intrigued to see what other cards come up here. All right, balanced with Temperance, we have the Seven of Cups, choices. All right, so we have to be balanced, we have to be moderate, but we also have to make decisions, right? We can't just dabble in all these things, right? We need to devote time, energy, and resources to the things that matter the most to us, right? So that's, we have to be discerning. So it was perfect with all this Virgo energy, right? All right, and then over here with the Ace of Wands, we have the Chariot. So the Chariot, I always think of as all dressed up and going nowhere. So she's got to get off. She's got to get some other people to help. So this is a card of collaboration, of working, of telling you do have what you need, but you've got to take some things and move forward. So very interesting page paired with the Ace of Wands, right? So we've got the Queen of Wands, making choices, being balanced about those choices. Well, also we've got the Queen of Wands and we've got the Ace of Wands. We're going to go ahead and start the thing, but we still have to keep going. You have to really, once you got to get that momentum going. All right, the modifiers. So on the one side, we've got the Ace of Cups. Boy, lots of aces here, friends. Ace of Cups. And it's interesting because it's paired with the Temperance, who is using the cups as to make alchemy, right? And then the Seven of Cups. Ace of Cups. Go for the things that really fill you up emotionally, that make you feel happy and joyful and like feed your deep inner self. This is not always the most practical thing, but sometimes you have to, you know, fuck practicality and do what you want, and it turns out all right. So that's what I'm seeing. You know, and I'm not telling you not to be intelligent, but all right. On the other side, we've got the Six of Wands. So this is you know, getting some recognition. Other people see what you're wanting to do and accomplish, and they're like, yeah, they're gonna back you up. They're gonna help you out. I also like this card because I tend to think of it as understanding your own gifts and talents and how to apply them as well. Then paired with the Ace of Cups over here on this side, we've got the Three of Pentacles. This is an assurance that you have started, all right? You're getting things going, all right? This is good. This is a beginning, right? You're laying the foundation, the groundwork, and it pairs beautifully with that Eight of Pentacles. And then for the other side, we've got the Page of Cups, right? So emotional abundance, things that make you happy, doing things, again, it's interesting, both of them, both outcomes tell you to go with the thing that really fills you up. The Ace of Cups is a little more infinite possibilities. This Page of Cups, I look more as like you already know what it is. It's not so much about choices on this side. It's about going for it. So yeah, two different outcomes for the week. I think they both, again, look very, very favored. Keep in mind, this is a new moon week, and so this might be really helpful for you in order to discern how to set intentions around your new moon. But really tap into your deep inner self and understand that there's going to be some really big new beginnings coming. And so, yeah, just really hone those expectations, those desires, those wishes, those wants, the things that really feed you deep inside. Figure those out. All right. I hope this was useful and helpful. I'll see you next week.